Hello, and here I am to tell you how to get the Old Still Good trophy in MudRunner, a Spintires game. You have to use the B-130 to exclusively deliver logs to a lumber mill. No trailers or nothing else, just the actual truck with the cab for logs. This comes from information I found posted by a guy named PurplBacon on trueachievements.com. I am on the island map, and I chose the E7310, the B130, and the A3151 as my vehicles. I used the A3151 to get the climber trophy while I was here, which was reach the top of 2 of the 3 mountains in a single playthrough. I chose this mountain on the top and this mountain on the bottom. I'm now going to show you how to get the Old Still Good trophy using actually 2 vehicles, not just the B-130 like the trophy says. You must use the B-130 to deliver the logs, but you can actually, winch the B-130 with a bigger vehicle. I like the E7310, and you can either go back to the garage through casual mode by recovering in the garage, or you can use a different vehicle like the K700 to winch as well, or another vehicle even to be a fuel truck to follow, fill up this vehicle. I was doing the recovering garage method, so now I'll finish this up. This video might be a little long and boring, but I'll show you the easiest path that I found from one of the lumber kiosks. Well, not kiosk, that's where you crane the logs in, but to the lumber mill. I've already done this several times, so should this one be the last time I had to do it, this will be my 4th time. I also used the A3151 with a spare tire and a trunk for minor damages that happened along the way, which wasn't very many or very often. And I also had the K700 as a winch spot because for some reason this part of the river will occasionally get weirdly deep or weirdly slick, and this vehicle will not be able to handle it. Already slowing way down. Once in a while, my B-130 would flip, and that was kind of frustrating, but that's because of the weird angle that it hits a rock, or the weight of the logs in the truck when it goes around a curve. Say the 2 patches of water are the 2 trouble spots for this trip, just because they tend to slow the truck down. It's either too long or I hit it at the wrong angle and it just slows me way down. log station that I use to fill it up. Short logs. Not that the B130 has another choice, it has to use short logs, but just winch it all the way here. I don't know if it'll actually affect the trophy or anything, but I always release the winch and make sure that the E7310 is all the way out of the area where the logs would be. Back on, head back. Just follow the path that you took to the log station from the lumber mill, and it just so happens that that's right by the opening garage in Island, so you don't need to unlock the other garage. I suggest playing the game and enjoying all the features that it has to offer, but if you're not wanting to sit through the torture of actually driving a B130 around with no differential lock and no all-wheel drive, this is just an easier way to do it. This game does provide a lot of fun challenges, and sometimes the frustration is part of the enjoyment of the game, figuring out a situation and how to get out of it. It's even better when you're playing online with friends. This game looks extremely boring when you're watching it, but something satisfying and just calming about it when you play it, because it's truly a fun game, and it's one of those ones that it will probably be overlooked by most people. But this game is the first simulator for like vehicles or anything that I have actually went out and bought, but it inspired me to go check out other games like Farm Simulator. So hopefully those ones are as fun as this. My B130 flipped and lost its logs, I always recovered in the garage and redid this whole process, because I didn't want to take the chance of using another vehicle with a crane attachment as canceling out the trophy. So then I always change to the B130 from here and drive the rest of the way to go deliver the logs. Whoops, more crash. Turn any day now. There we go. I know some people prefer the cockpit view. I prefer the third-person view of the truck. This will be the 4th delivery of short logs to the lumber mill on Island. And I started at the garage, went down here, drove up across these 2 rivers to the log station, filled it up, drove back. And that's the old Still Good trophy. And again, I encourage you to actually play the game, go through all the features that they put into it, and try and gather up some friends and go through it as well, because that just makes the experience all the more better. This took me about 88 minutes, I guess, according to my phone on the stopwatch, but that was through a few mistakes and stopping to make sure my routes were all correct and going and fueling up and everything. But thank you for watching. This was MudRunner, a Spintires game on the PS4.